I code, I play games, I like to make some videos and streams and process the photos. Also, I study and it takes a lot of time per day. Analyzing this, I realized that I need to choose some new monitor that my eyes could say me thank you. Okay, before this monitor, I had two monitors, one ultra wide and one my old monitor that I bought in my previous country from my tournaments in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And the both of these monitors I don't like as much because each of them have its own problems, and now I'm gonna tell you these problems. Okay, let's start from the monitor that I still have. This monitor I have bought in Ukraine after a tournament because I got some money after that, and as I think is quite a good monitor still now because it have Full HD, it's 24 and a half inch, and also it's a quite a good quality monitor because when the war started in Ukraine, I went with that monitor without any box, and as I remember, I maybe also dropped it a few times, and it's still alive. It's still good. But the main problem is the resolution is Full HD, and when you work for a long time, I mean 6, 7, 10, maybe 12, maybe 15 hours per day, your eyes just gets tired of low resolution and when you see the pixels. And I have the problem when that I see a lot of pixels on monitor. I need high PPI monitor. So I decided to buy another one. And the another one monitor that was as my main monitor for 2 or 3 years, it was a Odyssey G5 ultra wide monitor with a 2 or as we can say 3K resolution. It was 3044 or something like that to 1044 pixels, and it was 32-inch, and that was good enough. But also after a while, when I tried to stream or record some videos or do something, I realized that colors and the comfort when you work on that monitor is a little bit not as I was waiting for, because the time I bought it, everyone said that this monitor is our future. With that monitor, like it's ultra wide games, streams, etc. But after all, after 2 or 3 years of using, almost there is no games that support this kind of resolution. There is no platform, even YouTube or Twitch. Yes, you could stream, but the most people have the low monitors, I mean 16 to 9. So that I realized that that monitor is not as I wanted to have on my table. And really and honestly, for me, it was not so comfortable. So I decided to come back to my 16 to 9 format and 24 up to 27-inch, something between of a small monitor and as big monitor. And I found good monitor as I think for now. So, welcome. This is my new monitor, Dell ALIENWARE AV2725Q. The specs is 4K resolution, 166 approximately PPI, 240 Hz refresh rate. And why I choose this monitor? I had a choice between MSI or Asus or almost the same model but lower resolution. One of the main points it was the resolution because it's high PPI and a good quality display. It's only this monitor had it. Because the refresh rate, I choose something between. So 240 Hz. For me, it's good enough to play games, to work all the day, to feel comfortable, but also I have a balance with a high PPI resolution and I don't see any pixels. The other reason, not such a big reason but also important, because it's QD-OLED. I heard a lot of these kinds of monitors, and I know that I have 3 years warranty, and I have the official technical service in my country. The first thing that came into my head when I opened that monitor and turned it on was, wow, this is so impressive. The colors and the real deep black color. It doesn't matter if I looked on it during the day and in a bright room, it's still you can see the difference. Not such a big difference, but yeah, you can still see it. If you want to see the difference in a bright room, you should have the experience with not OLED monitor, and also you need to check it on your, like, in the real life, not on the video, because the camera can't share this quality of picture. The second thing I thought it was about the sharpness of picture and the smoothness, because I've never had the 240 Hz monitor and it was really impressive even when I changed it from my 165 Hz Samsung Odyssey. And also the quality of picture, I mean PPI and 4K resolution. And why I say PPI instead of 4K? Because 4K doesn't say that it's in every monitor could be very, very perfect, because the main question is about PPI, so pixel per dime or pixel per inch. The higher PPI you have, the sharpness picture you see. I mean, the high quality picture, you don't see any stairs or something like that. And for me, when I work on my Visual Studio Code or when I play any games, the first, I don't need to choose the MSAA settings. I don't need to choose something else, and also I can use DLSS. And be honest, on 4K monitors and my 4070 titanium graphic card from Nvidia, I can play 4K with DLSS, and almost every game have over than 60 FPS, and I think for me it's a good enough, and it's the time when I really can upgrade my monitor for a 4K resolution, and also I can stream with that resolution. But also the main thing I was waiting for, it's the night or evening when my room won't be so bright, and to see the real colors and deep of the black color, because TikTok really influenced on me with that videos about QD OLED monitors. And be honest, really, it's the feelings you can't forget when you turning on your monitor and see a real darkness. So about my experience for last months and a half, is a really good monitor. Everything, as I said, in my reaction is still continuing, but there is a few things that you should know. The first, yes, about the comfort and the niceties of playing the game, working, it's real perfect. I still impressed because I have more satisfaction from example Counter-Strike or some FPS games or action games. Also, I have a lot of impression from just graphic quality games, like, I would not say Grand Theft Auto, but I have a lot of different games like Witcher, etc. And yes, for me it's perfect graphic and the amazing picture. But also the thing you should know is that after a month I got a new habit. I control the time that's what is shown on my monitor for a long time, I mean the static picture. Also, I have a habit to turn off my monitor even if I go take a shit or I go to make some food. And during this time, my monitor automatically goes to standby mode and refreshing its pixels. So it's just a habit. You won't be shaken about it, but still you sometimes think about the pixels. But maybe I forget about it after 2 weeks. I don't think about it as much. But also the most important thing, the really important thing, it's about the shim. As I remember people says about it, the first 2 or maybe 3 weeks was a little bit hard to get used, because after 2 hours of working, I had a headache. And now, yeah, I got used and I don't have it. But the first time you need to get used to it. You need to see, you need to use this monitor, and for somebody it could be good and somebody may get used. But if you have a headache, for example, from your Android phone, if you have an Android, because, yes, you should understand this and really think about it, because it's so important, because the buying of that monitor may influence on your little bit worse than a regular monitor. So yeah, this is about experience. The other is really perfect. As I said in my reaction, it's still continuing and it's still comfortable. I really get satisfaction every day when I turn it on, when I use it, when I playing, when I working, when I watch some movies. Either anime is the best quality, guys. Really. That's all. So a little bit about other operating system as a macOS or Linux. I could recommend with 100% that this monitor will be best if you are macOS user because this monitor looks like retina display and the comfort like this. For Linux users, the only one thing I should recommend you is set up this monitor with a rescaling for 100% and change your font size because Linux work with scales a little bit worse than Windows. That's all guys. Every operating system work perfect with this monitor. So, at the conclusion, I can say not such a lot of things because everything I wanted to say, I said it during the video and review. But nevertheless, what I really wanna say you is that despite of necessity to get used for the shim on that monitor, it takes a lot. It takes approximately from 1 week to 2 weeks, and there's no other disadvantages. And I really can recommend this monitor for everyone who wanna ask me about it. But also, I won't forget to say that if you're so sensitive for this, you need to understand and maybe you need to take something to check it to realize or just get some understandings that if it will good for you. But if you like OLED monitors, if you wanna try OLED monitors, this is the best OLED monitor that I really can recommend you because the balance between quality and between refresh rate and other characteristic, it's the best for its price because I bought it in my country for approximately $1,000, but in other country like some European countries or America, it could cost less because of the taxes. So I think it's the best choice. I hope that I helped you with this review. If it's really there, so support my channel, like this video and subscribe, or maybe just leave some comments, because I'm new YouTuber and I would be thankful. Have a good luck and bye bye. See you later.